Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Total Biscuit of the WoW podcast, Blue Please on CynicalBrit.com, dodging server instability to bring you another short. This time, this is something that came in yesterday in the new beta build. It's called Reforging. I'd like to show you how it works and how it's going to benefit you in Cataclysm. So, you talk to this Reforging dude, and obviously this isn't quite finished, you can see there. Add description. So, you dump one of your items in there, and it will show the stats. Now, what you can do is you can take any secondary stat, and you can change it. Now, you can't change all of it. You can take about 40% of it and change it into another stat of your choosing. So, if we have a look here, I've got loads of hits, so we can get rid of some of that. And I can replace it with any one of these. I could replace it with dodge, if I so desired. Not that that's a particularly good idea, but there you go. Mage tanking is going to be all the rage, I'm told. Crit strike, now that's something that's a little bit tastier, isn't it? We could do that. We could also do mastery rating. Masteries aren't in yet, so we're not going to bother with that. There we go. So I've just taken 40% of that hit and turned it into crit strike. So it allows me to recustomize my gear to my liking and properly balance my stats. So if I've got gear that's got too much hit on it and I'm overcapped on hit, then I can just take some of that hit and turn it into something more useful. Rather than Spyglass, I could change the crit strike there if I so desired. Take 40% of that, change it into whatever I please. Now, some of you might be wondering what exactly a secondary stat is. What does that mean? Well, a secondary stat is anything that's not something like stamina or intellect. So, it's the stats below the stam and int and dex and all that kind of thing. So, I can't change something that, say, got only intellect on it, and I'll show you that in just a minute. Let's take some more of that hit rating, turn it into something useful. Again, you see 40%. Nice and easy. It'll tell you exactly what you're going to get, and it'll tell you how much it's going to charge you, which honestly is at present not a lot of money at all. And there you go. Scourgelord's Baton is now more ideal for my purposes. Now, what happens if we try and change something that's just got intellect on it? Well, let me show you. If you're in the beta and confused as to how to access this guy, by the way, just right-click him. He doesn't have a click interface, but that's how you do it. Let's take that trinket right there. It's only got intellect on it, no other stats, so there you go. It's got a little error message there. Obviously, this is going to be all cleaned up by the release, but you can't put it in there because it doesn't have any secondary stats. It's got a proc and a primary stat, i.e. intellect. In the case of Moradin Spyglass, I can do it because it's got crit. In the case of, say, the Ashen Band of Destruction, there's plenty of options there as well. Hit and haste I could easily change because those are secondary stats, whereas int and stamina are not. You'll have also noticed that there is a restore option, so if you screw it up, you can fix it right back up again, but expect to pay for it. What a great little addition. Isn't it great to have a little bit of control over what you're wearing and be given the power to min-max yourself? To me, that seems like a fantastic addition. I don't see any downsides to that whatsoever, and I'm glad they put it in. My name is Total Biscuit, and that's been another little short having a look at Reforging in Cataclysm. I'll see you next time.